What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now this video is a live trading video on how I trade the US stock market and how I trade the Dow Jones, specifically at the US Open. I'm going to give you a bit of a brief example as to why I was in a position beforehand and what I was in it for, and also I'm going to show you exactly how I trade it and what I did to make some money. So if you're new around here, drop us a like, give us a comment, thumbs up, all of that stuff, and let's head into the video. Okay, so first things first, US is about to open, all right? And I was already in a position. Now, let me just give you a bit of an example of what was going on and why I was in it. So firstly, as you can see, I'm in the position already, and we've got 3 contracts running. Smaller position, this is only a £1 contract, so it's about £3 a point. And the reason why I'd done this was because, as you can see here, just next to my entry, the 3 candlesticks next to it, we had about a 90 tick sell-off. Now, the reason for this 90 tick sell-off, it come up on my phone, was Evergrande missed payments due Monday to at least 2 banks. Now, I don't know if you know too much about Evergrande or what they are or who they are. I won't go into too much detail about it, but basically, they're a massive property company over in China. And as we know, China are one of the main powerhouses of the whole of the world. If they're in trouble, then trust me, the whole world will be as well. When China sneezes, the world catches a cold, well, quite literally, because we all got COVID. But apart from that, what I mean in terms of financial sense is that if they're in trouble, the rest of the world will be as well, because they're meant to be the big powerhouses, the ones that are constantly turning over money and making money when everybody else is losing. So Evergrande basically are in trillions and trillions of debt. They owe massive amounts of money in bond payments, which is due this week, which is due tomorrow. And that news headline came out just before the open. As you can see, I was a little bit late to it. I missed the party. But as you can see, I just waited for the round number to break above and then come back under, and I entered just underneath the round number there. But as we saw on Monday, we had that massive sell-off of about 900 points on Wall Street, all because of Evergrande or Evergrande, I don't know how you pronounce it, basically on the verge of brink of defaulting, like we saw with 2008 with Lehman Brothers. If you don't know who they are, go and do your research. You really shouldn't be trading if you don't know who they are and you have no idea why the market sold off on Monday. You really shouldn't be trading, because if you were running along on Monday, you'd have been absolutely ironed out if you didn't have any stops in. So I won't go into too much detail about that, but just know that that news alone on Monday, over the weekend, was massive, hence why we saw the selling on Monday. And I missed a lot of the selling on Monday. I didn't run my positions as much as I'd like to. I wasn't willing to miss that again today, basically. So I entered a small position, only 3 contracts. I've changed the way I trade a little bit, but we'll get into that after the video. So I went in 3 contracts. Never usually do that for US Opens. I never usually go into a market open where I'm running a position long or short, because we can see a lot of the times the market rally up 100 points, rally down 100 points and absolutely nothing. But I thought that was very bearish news. So I was expecting the Wall Street to come off a little bit at the open based on that headline. So let's actually look at the trade and let's see what's going on. Okay, so we're just waiting for the market to open. I put 10 contracts in. The position size, again, not that big, but the market in a minute is so whippy and volatile, it was very dangerous. As you can see, we start to come off a little bit jumpy, not much going on. As we can see, we break below that 15. As soon as we do, I'm in. If you've watched many of my videos before, you'll know my situation with round numbers and why I do what I do with round numbers. So as you can see, I've got my finger over the contract here, because I know how whippy these markets have been, the US Opens have been on the opens. They literally can some point whip back up 50 points. So we start pushing down. My aim was to see if we could break this round number. And as you can see, we start to really push down towards the round number here. My trading thought here was to see what the reaction's like at the round number. Do we bounce massively back up, or do we just fight the round number? So as you can see, we're fighting the round number here. We're not getting a significant push up. So for me, that was enough to look to hold and see if we can break through this convincingly. And as you can see, we start to do so now. And then we drop down to 87 points. And as we start to pull back, I thought, you know what? I've seen this so many times where we've had fake breakouts of round numbers, and then all of a sudden, I said this to the guys in the group, you see it a lot where someone else might have just entered just underneath this round number and it whips back up and pulls straight up because you think it's broken it. And it's happened quite a lot on the opens, and I wasn't willing to take that risk on that trade. I'd already had maybe 100 points on the £3 contract. Well, I did actually, because we had £291 on that one on the top right hand corner. And then we had 10 contracts on that, giving me £561. So that's about £860. And that's in the space of 1 minute. I mean, tell me somewhere where you're going to get £860 in 1 minute, and I will go and work for them. Again, volatility on the market, I was looking for 50, 60 points. We got that fairly quickly, got just over 50 points. The market did actually then come off a little bit more, maybe 10 or 20 more points. But the way the US has been operating at the minute, I weren't looking to try and run this, because it actually comes down 10 or 20 ticks lower and then rallies up 200 points, then comes off 100. It's been very, very dangerous trying to trade Wall Street and run a position. That's why, as I said, I cut my positions, took my profit, 800 and something quid, just over $1,000 in 1 minute. I mean, if you can get better elsewhere, let me know. But again, not even that big a position size, 10 contracts, not that big. So I think in total I was about 13 contracts running into Wall Street. Took our money and then we're out, and then you can be done for the day. Do you know what I mean? 900 quid on the day, a little bit less. It's good going. It's about £5,000 a week. That's 20,000 a month, £250,000 a year. And I reckon you'll work 10 minutes a week. Crazy. But yeah, guys, I hope that helps. In all honesty, I'd probably say the European Open's been a lot easier to trade than the US. Not even the European Open. When we get the futures market open at 7, it's been a lot easier to trade at 7. So before 8 o'clock in the UK, we're getting cleaner moves. So if you want to see me trade the European Open, I can do. But other than that, guys, let me know what other kind of videos you want to see. A lot of you guys do want to see the live trading videos and how I do things. I haven't really traded stocks. I can't tell you the last time I traded the stock market in terms of actual stocks, physical stocks, because for one, earnings season isn't here. I'm not a penny stock trader. That's too dangerous for me. It's too volatile. I've traded a few penny stocks, made money and lost more than I've made. So I'm really not going to be entertaining that area just for the sake of it. So when the earnings season comes back, I believe it comes back in sort of early October. So I'll be doing a lot more individual stock trades. But yeah, guys, anything you want to see, indices, European Opens, how to trade news. I'm trading the FOMC tonight, so that will be a big mover. So anything you want to see, just let me know and I'll pump out content for you. All right. So if you're not already, follow me on Instagram. It's LockStockTom. You get daily stories on there of trades that I'm doing and what the team are doing, what the students are doing. And the website is www.lockstocktrading.com. If you're not already, as I said, please hit the subscribe button, drop us a like. I'm going to love and leave you all, spread positivity, and I'll see you all very soon. Cheers, guys.